277 electoral votes. More than enough to win the presidency. Why don't we go back to the panel? And Guy, why don't you start us off with how we got to where we are?
It's a wow. This is absolutely extraordinary. No matter where he is, it's surreal. Of losing that election, which turned off a lot of voters. Harris over these last 4 years, is no. And given the opportunity to put him back in that seat behind the Resolute desk in the Oval Office, the American people, probably in a more overwhelming way than they did in 2016, have decided to return him there to get another 4 years at this. And
good morning.
The history books will write about.
Good Wednesday morning around 1:50 a.m. In case you haven't heard or haven't been watching TV, I took a cat nap. Trump is now the 47th president. God bless America. Thank you all people believing in God. Nobody could do it without God. Harris might won if she chose a different vice president. The Republicans took the Senate.
Do you mind what type of vehicle that it has been pulled over?
They also got Congress. And I want to thank God for opening the eyes of people. People, it's only 4 years and all this. Okay, you know what Trump said about Ukraine and Russia. So since Trump is the 47th president right now,
We put me on Adam 25 to call and show me how this
and Ukraine and Russia war will be over within, what you all say, the next 30 days, give or take a little. It could be less. And they said earlier that some states have bomb scares called in, and said it was from Russia. But if you people is computer smart out there, I bet 2-1 it came from the Democrats in the United States. Everything, no matter, every election, they always blame the Russia. I guess Russia's to blame for the white power in the White House. I guess the Republicans is playing for the bribery to Biden. I guess Russia done all of that. Well, it says 1:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, showing Trump headquarters at Palm Beach. People, I don't know my distance where Palm Beach is. I'm not quite sure on the location. Okay, where's Palm Beach? How close is it to where Trump lives? Can you all let me know on that too? From Mar-a-Lago and West Palm Beach. How close is it? In miles, And another thing I like to see Trump do, it's not Air Force One, Marine One. Where Marine One lands, can they put a helipad down where it lands, where it won't damage the grass. Because Marine One is heavier. And you all seen on the news the last 30 days, I believe, I could be wrong. Oil and fuel leaking into the grass. Can the White House build a helipad for Marine One? I would love to see that.
Dawkins, D. Davis, A. Adams.
And it says on Fox, Trump is the 47th president.
2003, 0818.
Well, let me turn around.
Reference the 28 it is signaling.
You know, Trump is the 47th president. It's WDRB, which is Louisville, Kentucky, people. Hey, Alexi, leave Blackie alone. You know, where West Palm Beach is, you know, I don't have a map. Can you all tell me right now or later in Mar-a-Lago, well, Trumbull is, how close is it to West Palm Beach? You know, I would love to know how close is it.
That was Bird 4529.
4529.
Sorry about that.
Let's take a gamble in a way that Republicans have not ever been able to do and go make a real play for people of color. And, you know, I was talking about the race earlier, and people sitting around this table who know me know that I have never been a big Trump guy in a lot of ways. But someone was asking me about the campaign. We were talking about the McDonald's moment, and then I chimed in with the garbage truck moment. And I actually smiled, and I thought back. I was like, wow. 4 years ago, the 2020 campaign did not have a lot of natural smile moments. For the Trump campaign and for the country, it was a very dark time. Trump, I think, was humanized.
People, when I went and voted yesterday, I went, hello, Warren. Hello, yep, Trump won. Let me, it says on Fox, let me show you. 47th president. You know, like I said, I'm a Democrat. You know, I admit it. Okay, I didn't know how far it was, War. I didn't know how many miles it was. You know, I don't have a map. I'm not that smart up here. Well, he's not making a speech yet. But as they've been saying on the news, Harris screwed up. I know some of you are Democrats. Even the Democrats voted for Trump. Because everybody's tired of the illegals coming over.
And confirm that there's no garage code. There's no other way in the house. We're probably going to have to.
I know a bunch of Mexicans and so on. It came over here legal. Came over here legal. You're taxpayers. You probably know some illegals that lives in your state or your city or town or country. Trump has 277 electoral votes.
4529 Silverberg.
Okay. You heard me talk about it
I gave the
before.
information to New Albany. They are checking with their supervisors
That
to see if they
when the
want to get out
illegals
there
come
from
over,
the
I know that for a
courier.
fact because I
So
know
I'll
some
find out. I'll let you know.
illegals. They get what they call credit cards or debit cards with $10,000 on it. All they have to do is call and activate it with the password. $10,000. They get a brand new automobile or pickup truck. And a bunch of other things, you know. They get Social Security. And they don't work for it like you and me and War. That makes me mad. People like you want to know, where's your $10,000 credit card? Where's your brand new car? Where's your free rent? You know, that's what I'm mad about. I want my $10,000 debit card. This one I know that lives in Charlestown, Indiana. He got 2 of those cards. $20,000. Free rent. And a new automobile that I know that lives in Charlestown, Indiana. Where's my new car? Where's your all's new car? Where's your debit card with $10,000 cash on it? And like War, I know about the ballpark figure. We get around $800 to $900 a month. Them illegals is getting over $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Where's my $2,000 a month Social Security? That's what I'm mad about as a Democrat. I can't vote for those idiots because I'm mad. You know, people, you know what Trump said. If he gets to win the president, Russia and Ukraine, it'll stop. It will stop. Just wait. Trump, it'll happen. Since right now, Trump is probably talking to Russia on the telephone.
And it's just unclear.
Or Russia called him and said, we're going to stop. I'm willing to bet that. And back when Ronald Reagan was president, like, make my day. You know, Ronald Reagan pushed back.
Unable to get in contact with the phone or the patient.
You know, pushed back. Don't mess with the United States. If you all remember it. He's not making a speech yet. 'Cause I'm watching WDRB. I would go to CNN.
43, respond to your District 3 for a non-emergency assist. 4401.
But I'm mad in Indiana.
For a non-emergency assist.
I'm mad here.
Your timeout 204.
You know, the person who won governor in Indiana is a Republican. That's what I'm mad about. Because the Republicans here in Indiana, the governor will not listen to we the people. They want marijuana, medical marijuana, legal. And the governor that we got now, no, he don't want it. There's people that got cancer throughout the United States. CBD and medical marijuana helps. People, I'm not that smart. TJ and War's my age. Look how much medical marijuana brings in state and federal dollars. Look how much taxes it'll bring in. Look at it. Look at the states that it brought in. Back when they made it legal, I forget what state it happened. I think it's raining outside. I ain't gonna get up and see, 'cause I got Blackie and Kathy sitting on my lap. I guess I could turn around and look. See, there's Blackie and Kathy. There's Alexi. Yeah, hello, Lexi. Tell everybody hi. It sounds like it's raining. I think I put the right day, the 6th. But where I voted yesterday, it's around 11 o'clock, I believe, when I voted. They had over 1,500 people at 11 o'clock. Usually not that many people votes in Henryville. It covers, I think, 3 precincts. Henryville does. It covers Underwood, Henryville, I forget where else. But for governor of Indiana, I voted for the lady. I didn't know who the lieutenant governor was going to be until I saw it, which was Terry Gooden. His brother is the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana. Terry was a representative of Indiana. I forget how many terms that he won. And I talked to a bunch of girls, like one I've talked to, she votes in Salem, Indiana. And this other young lady votes at Crothersville, Indiana, which is up past Scottsburg. And everybody I've talked to said they was packed. People got out. What are you doing, Alexi? Oh, you got your motor turned on. That's good. I gotta make a road trip this afternoon. And somewhere this afternoon, sometime around lunchtime. As you saw that one road trip a week or two ago, somewhere like that. Got to take my son to New Albany, out there by Floyd County Hospital, at a sleep study thing. I guess pick up some equipment, bring it home for 24 hours, then have to take it back the next day, which I don't know how it works. I know before you used to go to a place and have a sleep study done.
Okay.
But I did take a cat nap. Because election coverage did go faster in 24 than it did in 2020. I know a bunch of your people is watching this, or you worked inside on election day. I have, but not in the last probably 20 years maybe. That's when we had the old voting machines, where you go in there and flip the lever down to who you're going to vote for. Then we get behind there and take the key, unlock it. Then we go like row one, that'd be A, B, C, D for each candidate, and we all count it. We all write it down on paper like that. That's good at computers that all they do is, I guess, push a button. I don't know how they work, but I guess they push a button or something or on the screen. It tallies everything out and print so many copies out. Okay, people, I had a lady ask me, maybe somebody on here knows how it works. Say you mark those ballots and put it into the machine. Come on, Alexi, don't get up here. Lexi, get down there. I guess my kitty cat wants to get on YouTube. Can those machines tell, like you and me, say if we vote straight Republican or straight Democrat or split the ticket, can that machine tell us how we voted? Because, say we vote for the people who we vote for. If it's half and half, can it tell us when they put that ballot in? Does it change the votes to however it works? I know the old machines that I was talking about, where you go in, close the handle, and it closed the curtain. And those can be fixed. I saw on TV where they have paper ballots. No, I disagree with paper ballots. What was it, in 2020 or somewhere? They caught this person setting paper ballots on fire. Whoever it was, took their plates off of their vehicle. If you can go back and remember that. It happens. He's not making a speech yet. It's 2:14 a.m. Trump headquarters in West Palm Beach. I believe Harris made a mistake. Maybe, I said maybe, people, if she chose a different vice president.
EMS around to Gale Court Prison.
Even the vice president, they didn't win in his state. That tells you, where's my remote control? Somebody's coming on.
So that wasn't the case here. See, Pennsylvania called. People in this room were not expecting it. They knew that Florida, was going to be called. They knew some of the other states, but not this one. So the excitement is palpable, and it's just going to continue to grow as they wait to hear what the former president.
It surprised me, people, that Texas went red, because they've been showing for the past week that Texas is blue. The Democrats got 4 years to improve. But those illegals will go back. I got nothing against illegals if you do it legal. Come here legal. So, do it legal. I know a bunch of them. When I was young, teenager, that came here legal across the border. Got jobs. I know a bunch of them around Charlestown, Clark County, Indiana, Floyd County, Scott County. They came here legal. Do it legal. Drug dealers, you're in trouble. Child traffickers, you're in trouble. Your murderers that come across the border that killed Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, and killed all races coming across. Let's make the USA drug-free. Like Scott County, up the road. They clean out 75% of the drugs to 80% of the drugs. The sheriff did. Jerry Gooden in Scott County, Indiana. Clean the drugs and the ladies of the night. Done that. But as Clark County, Indiana, where I live, no. That's money for the prosecutor. It's money for the crooked judges. It's money for the attorneys. But like I say, in Scott County, Indiana, you do not come to Scott County, Indiana and try to sell your drugs or children trafficking. They are hang your rear end. The prosecutor and the judges in Scott County, Indiana. If you come to Scott County, Indiana, you're hung. You're going to prison for a long time. That's what all 50 states need to do. Stop them drugs from coming in. But they're not giving any speech yet. But since Trump got 277, and at West Palm Beach, where, let me turn around where you can look. See how many people is there? The place is packed. The place is packed, people. Security is so tight there. I gotta turn the other thing down. And maybe that'd be copyrighted. I don't think police radios is copyrighted. And Come, Alex, settle down. I know I should be asleep. But Wildcat and Kathy's underneath the blanket. I see up here. Yeah, I got my window open. You see where the kitty cat's been scratching. I got to get some plaster and fill it in. You know, cats will be cats. I want to thank God. As you know, I show you Bob Joyce on Sunday evening between 7 and 9 o'clock. And those people in D.C., they forgot about God and Jesus. And that's the problem with us people. We forgot about God. God created us. And you said, no, God didn't. Daddy did. If it wasn't for God, there wouldn't be no daddy. There wouldn't be no mommy. Or brothers and sisters. But Trump picked Vance. He's a United States Marine Corps officer. 75, my brother. Hey. Alexi, Alex, mother and daughter's playing. I got my air conditioner. I was getting hot. That's how I woke up. I was sweating. So, you know, since Trump is the 47th president, I'm just waiting to see what the Democrats would do to him since he's the 47th president. I'm waiting for DOJ and this. I'm just waiting. I wish I could get $100 a month pay raise. I would love for it. Let's see what they doing on Fox. Where's my remote control? Where you can hear it.
But it could take a while to find out about the House. Last time around, it was December.
All right,
We had all those things settled.
We just want to take a minute over here at the touchscreen. Take a deep breath, everybody. Refresh your thoughts because we're
Get a snack.
now more than 15 minutes into our 2-minute warning, and at some point, President-elect Trump will come out. But we just wanted to remind you where we are with the Senate. 51 seats needed for a majority. The Republicans have passed that. We're still waiting to hear about Montana and a couple of other races to see if that majority extends to 52, 53, maybe even 54. And then in the House, here's the balance of power so far in the House: 189 Republican, 163 Democrat, 218 seats needed for the majority. And then back here to the presidency of the United States, we got 68 million people in the popular vote, 62 million in the popular vote. He's leading in all of these states that are left. So it looks like Donald Trump not only will win the Electoral College, but the popular vote as well, which is a big change for both 2020 and 2016. He'll see that clearly as a mandate to govern. And what looks like is going to be an even bigger Electoral College victory than he's got now.
Yeah, and you wonder how much that will factor into this speech that is coming together tonight. We've talked about what the tone will be.
And look,
And he is on stage now.
Yeah, so we got 3 minutes and 15 seconds because we've got Lee Greenwood coming up here.
So,
Always part of the entrance.
you know, and you mentioned, John, the possibility here that Donald Trump might win the popular vote in addition to this election.
Oh, no, it's clear he's going to win the popular vote.
Well, there's a lot of California that will be counted for weeks and weeks, but let's say he wins the popular vote. A lot of people, myself included, ask questions. for weeks saying, why is he doing rallies in New York? Why is he doing rallies in California? Oh,
Settle down!
Listen in.
You all see a tweeter guy, he's supposed to be there. He's been there all day. God bless America. That was Mother and daughter, Alex and Alexi. Where's the vice president, people? This is history. Get ready, Russia. Get ready, Ukraine. The war is over.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends in this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe the world. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. Help our country heal. We have a country that...
Gasoline will start going down, people.
We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
I couldn't believe he won that big. I knew he was going to win, but not that big.
Our country has never seen before nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to do. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of it.
I think Ronald Reagan's the only one that won the popular vote and the college vote.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races, and I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. With each one of them, and sometimes we did 2 or 3 for them. And it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that?
He got a good wife.
No, she's done a great job. Works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. And we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing. But that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous, and we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we, huh? She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Ushabez. And he's a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp. And you know, the enemy camp is certain networks. And a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC. He'll say, All right, thank you very much. He actually looks like he's still like the only guy I've ever seen. He really
But
looks
there's
forward
still
to it.
going to be
Just
fake
absolutely
news, people.
hilarious stuff. Say a couple of words.
Wow. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Since Ronald Reagan.
And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history.
Trying to find my light switch. But I don't know what I've done with it.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice. I took it at the beginning. But
I could have knocked it on the
I knew
floor.
the
Sorry.
It was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now we're going to just work.
Russia,
all of that
Ukraine,
back.
look
We're gonna
out.
make it the best it's ever been. We can do that.
You're in
We
trouble
have to
now.
wait longer. I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also
Amen.
express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The ice maiden, we call her the ice maiden. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate. And he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had, the best team, and, of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you.
I don't know who he is or she is.
Susie, they're great. Everybody up here is great. Everybody up here is very special. But the Trump, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
Where is Elon?
Now he's an amazing guy. We were sitting together tonight, and he spent 2 weeks in Philadelphia and different parts of Pennsylvania campaigning. You know, he sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago, and I saw that rocket. I saw it coming down. I saw it. It was, when it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And, but I saw it come down and turn around. And it was, you know, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning. And I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I told the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here and a very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold, and especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. That looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space-age movie or something. I put the phone down. Bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like
I would have hung
it was
up.
going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and it put it straight, and it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it, and just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby, and it was a beautiful thing to see, and I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's why. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated. The water, this was a big
People
water.
hit the thumbs up, subscribe.
Lakes out of nothing.
I know some people don't like
And the
politics
danger
on
was unbelievable,
YouTube,
and
but
the people from North Carolina.
I want to
came
get
me
it
and
out.
said,
It's
"Would it be possible,
newsworthy.
at all possible for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink." I said, "What's Starlink?" It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were
That's
down.
down in the North
Elon Musk,
Carolina
I said,
area,
"Elon, you
Florida.
have something called Starlink, is that right?" "Yes, I do." "What the hell is it?" He said, "It's a communication system that's very good." I said, "Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it?" He had that there so fast, it was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's fantastic.
I remember people from history, the atomic bomb. We had some very smart people back there then, about the same category. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, "Do you mind if I use your..." Nobody wanted to give him a raise because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit, and I went, and I said, "This is the roughest sport I've ever seen," but I began to like it, and he loved it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words, because people love to hear from him.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes out.
Where's Hulk Hogan?
The last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves
piece of work. Now he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like really, I probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country.
Let's see what happens in Russia and Ukraine now, people.
I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And he's going to help make America healthy again.
We're talking about, John F. Kennedy Jr. or whatever. I know John F. Kennedy's son died in a plane crash.
Oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia.
But we're not using oil. It's shut down, especially here in Indiana.
We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have.
You're righteous and people who gets tips.
So maybe that's the most important thing. This can't be
no more taxes for you on them.
In so many ways, we've built the biggest.
You can take Trump, ladies and gentlemen, who get tips.
In all of American history.
And I see bartenders too.
And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. We're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. We had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time. But we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny, and we're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine?
That's a lot.
900.
You could tell he's tired, people. Look at his eyes.
And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me
we was better under Trump.
Spared my life for a reason.
My life went to hot water when Biden got in there.
And that reason was to
groceries went up, gasoline went up, everything went up.
We're going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple...
In 4 years, the Democrats ruined everything that you've done. That's what they do. I'm ashamed to be a Democrat.
Strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that. I saw that in the first term when we became more and more successful. People started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first. We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it. Because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
A great vice president.
All right, you have been listening in as former President Trump, the man now Fox projects has the votes to become the next president. He's speaking there to his supporters. You see his family, you see his running man, the man projected now to be the vice president, J.D. Vance. On the stage, he talked about putting division behind us, John. He said, if you make the country successful, success will bring people together. That's his plan.
He started off his speech, which he deviated from teleprompter quite often, as he was wont to do, to say, I want to help our country heal, want to turn our country around and make it something special. Again, the results of this election are not yet official. They won't be official until January the 6th, but Fox News projects that Donald Trump has won enough electoral votes by virtue of popular vote in the various states to become the 47th president of the United States. He said it's a remarkable turnaround, a remarkable comeback, is how J.D. Vance put it. And when you consider where he was after the 2020 election and all of the things that have beset his life over the last 4 years, it is a rather remarkable political comeback.
All right, let's talk about, with our panel, get some final thoughts. As
People, I think the only other president that won the popular vote and electoral college vote, I believe, was President Reagan. I believe. But people, Russia, Ukraine, watch out. You better end the war. Trump will not put up with your bull crap. Let's see what happens in the next 30 days with Russia and Ukraine. I know what'll happen. It'll stop. And I'm waiting to see what the Democrats would do to Trump since he won president. That's something I'm waiting to see. But I want to thank you, very nice people. Whoever you voted for, I don't care if you didn't vote for Trump or Harris or the independent. If you didn't vote for the right person, you have to live with your conscience. But if you listen to God and put God first, you made the right choice. You all need to believe in God. That's what's wrong with those people in D.C. They forgot to believe in God and Jesus. That's what's wrong with our planet. God wants you to make him great again. Donald Trump was his chosen one. God spared him in July. God wanted him to be president. How you know that? God telling me this stuff. I know I'm crazy if you believe in God. But when thing comes in my mind, it's coming from God. You heard me talk about Bob Joyce. How did I find out about Bob Joyce and put him on my YouTube channel? God told me. I had a little voice in there. That's how I found Bob Joyce. So I know quite a few people stayed up to see who's going to be the president. I didn't think I'd find out until 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock or lunchtime. But I want to thank you all for going out and voting. I knew it was going to be good because everybody I've talked to around my area, Louisville, people turn out. The early voting up in Scott County, Indiana. 4,000 plus people voted early. And this is how it was all over the United States. People got out early to vote, where your vote would count. Trump asked you all to get out and vote early. So I want to thank you all that went out and vote early. I don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat or independent. Thank you for going out and voting early for whoever you voted for. I was hoping California go red. But early in the week, I saw Texas is blue, but Texas turned red. God bless you, because they're getting tired of the illegals coming over in Texas. So we have to wait later on or the next couple of days to find out about the House. The Republicans took the Senate. And people, if you old like me and War, I'm in Indiana, I believe he's in North Carolina. Back when we was growing up, the Republicans and the Democrats worked together. They didn't fight. Like here in Indiana, the 9th district was Lee Hamilton. I forget how many years he was a congressman. Then you had Lugar and Quayle, who was Republican. Quayle was a vice president. They work together. Democrats and Republicans work together. They didn't take bribes like they do now. And they fighting. God don't want your Democrats and Republicans to fight. They want you to get along. The Democrats buying votes for the young kids that's in college on their money, since they took a loan out. The Democrats try to buy votes. That's illegal. And I want you people out there that's smarter than me. Look it up on the internet. What qualifications and rules you have to follow to be president. People, what I can remember, I'm 70 plus years old. To get on the ballot, you got to get so many signatures from each state, no matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, or Independent. Hello, Dick. Hi, my friend. I hope you done your deed and went out and vote. I've been having fun watching Twitch. And I need more education. Like those disc jockeys. Could I be a disc jockey? I don't know. But I watch a whole lot of people that plays games. But I like the truck driver simulators. I want to thank you all. You all educate me on that. Also, you educate me on computers. And my laptop died, and I told you what I like to do. Because the computer that the laptop you told me about was $1,800. But 90% of you people told me on Twitch that get you a desktop. You can get up to 4 gigabytes of hard drive. You can get the graphics card. You get more RAM. A whole lot cheaper than $1,800. But people, I don't have the money. That's the problem. It upsets me. You people knows who have heart attacks and strokes. You're not supposed to get upset. I'm being honest with you. Why should I lie to you? God will punish me if I lied to you. Just like God will punish you if you lie. That's how I was raised by my mother and father, to be honest with you, to help people out. I look at these desktop computers at Walmart, Best Buy, which I got a Best Buy in Clarksville, Indiana. I got a Walmart 6 miles away in Scottsburg. And I see some of those desktops, I guess in a black case. It got lights in it. I think it was beautiful. But I don't have the money. I tell you all, my income is between $800 to $900 ballpark. It could be more, it could be less. When I get paid, the first thing I do is pay my bills. I'm on a budget. And if there's some people don't know what a budget is, you take your money that you got come in every week. You know how much your electric bill is, your gas bill, your rent, your house payment, your car payment, your gasoline, your food. You put that into a budget. That's what I go by on, is a budget. A computer is not in my budget. Because by the time I pay everything, I got no money to spare. I know there's very rich people that follows me that can afford to help me out. I understand. I'd rather have a desktop. Go back 30 years ago, people, maybe more or less. Who remember watching on TV, Tech TV? I think they had 2 shows. It was a computer show with, I think, the guy, I want to say maybe Leo. I could be wrong. It showed you how to build desktop computer from the ground up. You know, the motherboard, the graphics card, the RAM, the hard drive. That's what I did with my desktop. It was a Dell computer. I put the biggest hard drive you can get into it at the time. I changed the graphics card in it. I put the biggest RAMs that you could put in it at the time. A bunch of other things. And I heard this woman and the kid. This kid wanted to get into computers. The mom and dad couldn't buy a computer, but I believe the kid was very smart up there. That kid probably forgot about me. I donated my desktop computer, the keyboard, the mouse, and a monitor. And that computer, as of today, would be classified as a gaming computer. But I gave you my post office box. Can you send a desktop computer to those big post office box in the lobby at the post office? I'm talking about, they got big ones where you can put a laptop in it, maybe a desktop, or they could sit it in the back of the post office and put a note in my box telling I got a desktop computer that I have to sign for. I guess. I don't know how that works. Or you can order it through Best Buy in Clarksville, Indiana. They got my address because I've ordered a charger and 2 batteries for my GoPro, which they got my address on file and I guess phone number, but if you order it from Best Buy in Clarksville, Indiana, you can let me know, and I can go down there and pick it up. That'd save you on delivery charges, you know. You know, you can use my name and my post office box address and Tom Cartwright 4375. Or use a password, I don't know. Make me show my ID. So, everybody on Twitch, I want to thank you all for the education. I can't express that. Because you're all computer smart. The ones that plays the game. I forget the guy, I believe he played American Trucker Simulator. He explained things to me about the desktop, which is cheaper than a laptop, and how the American Truck Simulator work. I would love to play that. I would love to play it, people. But I don't have the money. It's 3:13. I got to figure out where my remote control is to my lights. Knowing since my cat got up there, they probably knocked it out on the floor. But you all have a great week. Just like those people say, if Trump wins, will they leave the country? I don't care. When you're an actor or country singer or TV star, stay out of politics. Because I know it's your right as a citizen, but I don't have to watch your movies like other people. So, I'm watching, I forget the name of it. It's on Fox. It's on Fox with Al Bundy, the guy who played Al Bundy, and his Mexican wife. Though Al Bundy's wife on this show, don't she look like the First Lady? You know, don't she look like Trump's wife? Well, Al Bundy, if you all don't remember, married with children. I never dated a Mexican lady. I was married to an Indian. We had 4 kids. Out of the 4 kids, number 1 and number 3 is dead. At least 2 and 4 are left. Kids is not supposed to die before their parents. Now, but there's a reason that God takes young people and old people. There's a reason. I know your people's real smart out there. You're very smart. You're smarter than me up here in the medical field, computers. They got a cure for cancer. But right now, cancer is money. The more people get cancer, they try to say they could cure those people. but it's a money maker. Since they're not helping them meaning people, could when a person with cancer dies, like I say, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just thinking about it at my old age. And maybe God putting this in my head. I don't know. Can those cancer people that got this medicine, could they be charged with murder, knowing they could help us with cancer? That's a question for you all to think about. You know it's money maker. They're making millions and billions of dollars off of us and our insurance. Well, it could save us. But our government don't want to save us. They want to cut our population down. That's those Democrats in my book. I might be 70 plus years old, people. I've seen the Democrats, the Republicans, the Independents. I've seen what's going on. And Warren's my age. He's seen it. We telling you what's going on, but you younger people don't want to believe it. You're getting brainwashed. Ask us older people. Look it up. They're hiding stuff from it. There is a cure for cancer. It'll come out one of these days. But it makes money for those rich people. But, like I say, can they be charged with murder? I want you to think about it. You people got those cure for cancer. God works in mysterious ways. Are you all thinking of making money, buying those fancy houses, fancy cars, fancy clothes, rings, dresses? That's all you think about. You're not thinking about God's people, His children. All you're doing is thinking about getting fat in your billfold. That's all you all think about. Money, money, money. But there's people, it's in my bucket. No money. Then they get money. But they haven't forgot where they come from. If I was rich, I wouldn't forget where I came from. I would try to help people. I would buy, at least up here in the country, try to find 100 acres. Build tiny homes. One or two bedrooms. Where you have a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bed. I think it's less than 600 square feet, maybe 300 to 400 square feet. I think where I live in Clark County, Indiana, since we got septic tanks, I believe the zoning laws, you got to have an acre. Can you see how many houses you can put on 100 acres, what they classify as a tiny home? Help out homeless people. That's what I would like to do, but I know there's people that take advantage of you. People said, Tom, if you hit the lotto, you buy some property, build you a bigger house. People, my house is 600 square feet. That's enough for this old man to clean. You know, if I had a woman right now, she would kick my rear end. That's the truth. A bigger house means more taxes, more heating bill. This house right here is big enough for me with 2 bedrooms. The kitchen could be 10 feet longer, you know. And I like, you know, you got to get special people to do this. I like to put a basement underneath my house. You know, because this part of Indiana is Tornado Alley. I know your first-time home buyers or your first time building a house, put a basement in it. I know it costs a little bit more money. But what is your family's life work? Your children, your wife, or your spouse? Safety, people. Safety for your children and your family. Having a basement where you can go into a tornado or a windstorm. And another thing, people, use your brains up here, your computer up there. I see people building slab homes. You need a crawl space underneath it. People, do your homework on slab homes. You got your water lines underneath it. You got your sewer lines, your gas line. Just think about what I'm telling you right now. If the water line breaks, or the sewer line, or the gas line gets a leak, do you have $10,000 plus to dig underneath the house to replace your water line, gas line, sewer line? Just think about it. Do you have the money to dig underneath that concrete slab? So that's a good ideas. I know a basement costs more money. But think of safety for your family. Think of safety for your family. About tornadoes and windstorms to go in the basement. And your water lines will be in the basement. Your sewer lines will be in the basement. You can make your basement waterproof if you get the right person. You got insulation in your walls. Okay, people, I'm not an insulation man. But I watch Mike Holmes on YouTube. He's an inspector that inspects home, I think, maybe from Canada. And I've seen where you spray that foam insulation. It seals all the cracks. Where cold air won't come in and hot air won't go out in the wintertime. I know that costs a little bit more money. But look how much money you save on your gas bill or electric bill if you got a heat pump. I have a heat pump, people. I was afraid when I bought this house 6-7 years ago. I heard stories about electric bills on heat pumps, anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Knock on wood, people. It's been low as $50. It's been high as $200. When it really gets down in the single digits for a week or two. But I keep the temperature in my house about 68 degrees, between 66 and 68. I can't sleep when it's hot. I can't breathe when it's hot. It has to be cool where I can sleep. I got Wildcat and I got Nancy underneath the blanket. Over 6 years ago, well, Mama Tina passed away. She was a Siamese cat. She came to me as a baby. Barry was a yellow and white tomcat. He was a baby. And you saw videos of Socks. Now, I want to thank you for the prayers for Socks. That was Mama Tina and Barry's firstborn. See this blue blanket? That was Socks' baby blanket. This is not the bed he was born on, but Mama Tina would get up here on the bed, tap my arm, I look, I raise the blanket up, and Mama Tina would get underneath the bed. She would sleep, but every baby Mama Tina had, she had underneath the blanket. At the other house before I bought this one where I rent, which was $350 a month, the same house now is $1,500. I can't afford it. That's what Charleston is. They're money hungry. You blankety blank landlords is money hungry. God will punish you all for taking advantage of us. And you as taxpayers, think about it. Here's your computer up here. Who pays those Section 8 money? You as taxpayers pay it. Section 8, at least in my area, is around $1,200, $1,500. That the government pays on Section 8. That's your tax dollars. I know things went up. Property taxes went up. Homeowners insurance went up. I know the landlord has to cover it. Even, like I say, I paid $350 a month back there then. He was still making money. You figure $350 times 12 months, how much it is. You all figure it up on your computer in your brain. Now figure up $1,200 times 12. It's way over $10,000. It's way over 10, maybe closer to 20,000. But people, at the end of my video, I want you to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell. My post office box is my name, Tom Cartwright, Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. Okay, my PayPal account is Thomas Cartwright Sr., SR for Senior. My Cash App is the $, Tom Cartwright 4375. To help me out, since I don't have 500 or 1,000 subscribers, that can help out. I know some of you don't like politics. There's some parts of the country that maybe don't get to watch the United States news. That's why I'm doing it, to give out news, what goes on in the United States, and about my life. It's about history and my life and my heart attacks, to educate your all people, to give you ideas on how to do YouTube. Anybody can start a YouTube channel. You people has family, children, nephews, the mother and father. You need to start a medical history on your life. If you got heart attacks, blood pressure, diabetes, anything like it, your children needs to know their medical history. Allergies, Plus, by you and your spouse doing the video, in case something happens to you, your children can look back at you and they can remember what the mother and father looked like, or grandpa or grandma. You can do it. Ladies, you can do a cooking show. I want you all people out there, do some videos on canning your food out of your garden. Show people how to raise a garden, in your yard. Show them how to can the corn, the peaches, the pears, tomatoes, apples, make applesauce. Because people, it's cheaper than going to the grocery store. You know what's in that food that you can. And the grocery store, you don't know what they put in their canned stuff. And also, people, check where you live, in the city, town. Well, the county's no problem. See about chickens and roosters. I miss my roosters. I miss my chickens. But those blanky raccoons, they killed my chickens, my fresh eggs. People, fresh eggs is better than what you get in the grocery store. I fed my chicken and rooster watermelon, cantaloupe, apples, oranges, tomatoes. You know what was in my eggs. What you get in the grocery store, you don't know how long they've been sitting in the grocery store. You don't know what they feed those chickens. They feed them drugs, you know what I'm talking about. Medicine to keep them from getting sick. I know when they're babies, you feed them this special chicken food. They got the medicine in it to help them until they get old. Then you figure you feed them regular food or let them walk around you in your yard and get the bugs. You feed them corn. In the grocery store, you don't know what's in those eggs. If it has medicine, you could be allergic to it. There's people that's allergic to penicillin. You need to look what's in that chicken food. Could you be allergic to it? That's probably why some people's allergic to eggs. No, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a college education. Just my old age. You know. So, I want to thank you all. Big BT. Well, I'm going to spell it, but, that's one I missed by not having my computer, where I'd be on StreamYard, where I could bring you in the studio. People, I'm going to spell this person. It's DIGGSBTW7. See, I get tongue-tied at 3:38 in the morning. So, people, I keep hearing rain out there. Knowing my cats, I got to put up some more cover, tarp out on my porch to get the rest of them. And that way the kitty cats have a place to get out of the rain. Or they could go back to the metal shed and go in there, which they're falling down on their job and not catching the mice. Or they can go underneath the wooden shed, get underneath it to get out of the rain. But they can get up on the porch. I got a cubby hole between the steps and the wall that they can get down and get there to keep warm. I also got a heat lamp for them to keep warm. By putting that tarp up, like I say, the other one I got is a real long one. So I'm going to have to double it up where I can get the rest of it. That way, it'll be warmer. You all might think this is a stupid idea. Take a curtain rod, put it from the house to the 4x4 on my porch. Then put me a shower curtain to go across there. Yeah, I think you all see where it's going. By having the heat lamp in that small space, that means the kitty cats can come up on the porch and keep warm. That's what I'm thinking about. So, people, God bless you. Put your faith in God. God wants you to make God great again. He wants you to make America great. That's not because of Trump. God is America. So you got to believe in God to make America great. God wanted Trump to be president. God spared Trump in July. There's a reason. There's a reason for us to live. Just like me. There's a reason that God let me live longer. So everybody, people, I've told you I'm adopted. Everybody on my dad's side, they died between 62 and 65 of heart attacks and strokes. Because I knew that my dad had high blood pressure. I guess they had diabetes too, or my mom. I don't know. So God got something planned since I'm in my 70s. I got a birthday coming up around Christmas time. People, I've told you, I got a cramp in my leg since the kitty cat's laying on it and is putting it to sleep. I like to have a desktop with 2 to 4 gigabytes of hard drive. The best graphics card and the most RAM I can get in it. I've told you what I like to do. So, people, it's time for me to get off of here and find the remote control to my light. I bet it's on the floor, because one of the cats got up there, so I'll see y'all later. I was thinking of going live on a road trip. You all seen the road trip to New Albany where we went over by the hospital. You don't need to see that anymore. There could always be a wreck. But it's okay. I want to say God bless you all. If you can help me out, I appreciate it. God wants you to help me out, because I know money's tight, but God's talking to you all. I'd rather have a computer and my cell phone, because you all know what StreamYard is. I could use StreamYard to do this newscast this morning. I can use that to download DaVinci, where I can upload the video to DaVinci and edit it a little bit. Maybe add some music or introduction. Is what I like to do. What I like to do, you all remember Superman from the 50s, which is black and white TV show. He stands for truth and justice for all. I like to be in a Superman outfit with my face on. You know, flying up or catching crooks and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's still raining, people. So I'm going to get off of here. I gotta move my kitty cats. So good night. God bless you. Help me if you can, because God will reward you. By doing good deeds, people, you get rewarded. You saw videos on YouTube or TikTok where people stop to help people. You got some that treat people dirty. So, God will reward you somehow. If you're rich, you might have been like me, and God helped you to get rich. But God can take that away from you. That's only my opinion. But God helped you out. So goodbye. God bless you. Have a great week. Also, people, happy birthday to everybody that was born on this day. Also, people, happy anniversary if you got married on this day. I know, men, you forget the anniversary. You said, why? How about women? There's more men that forgets the anniversary. So I remind both ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about anniversaries and birthday. If you got married or born today, God bless you. Put your faith in God.